We're here at Smash Summit, Beyond the Summit's very first Smash event, and this is what I'm calling a bonus interview. It was not on the docket, but we snuck it in spontaneously. Sir, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and how you got here today.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I work for Showdown Smash, as you guys know it. Many of you have tuned into our channel, and I basically am officially their project manager, but I mostly do the TOing and event organization for events such as HTC Throwdown and just the regular Get Smash at the Foundry.
HTC Throwdown was a sick tournament. I wasn't there, but I watched it. And how are you here? You bought the VIP pass, right?
Yeah. So I'm here by the well graces of Julian Zhu, who I hate to admit, but he bought the $1,000 VIP package for himself to control the votes, and that's how I want to say that heavily swinged the votes in his favor to get here. And since he got in, he's like, I no longer need this VIP pass. I need to find someone to give it to, and so he gave it to me at a discount.
Is this like, did you just drop a bomb? Is this public knowledge? I didn't know that.
It's not public knowledge.
You know that people will see this, right? All right, dude. This guy's trying to give me the exclusive so everyone watches this interview, which is good. I'm going to try to probe you for more stuff and find out what else you know. Let's find out what else Andrew knows. Okay, great. How long have you been playing Smash and involved in the Smash community?
So I first started playing Smash when I was a freshman in college, and you're going to find out how old I am by me answering this, but in 2006, when my friend introduced it to me at a Lake Tahoe trip. And as soon as I found out that there were actual professional players, and at that time MLG was already running, and you were commentating and playing, I watched some of those videos, and I was like, how are these people so fast and so good at this game? And I decided to try to delve into my own local scene, which was San Diego. At the time, I believe Idris and Asian Lep were holding San Diego tri-weeklies, and people like Ken, I guess Young Mango at the time, even some people from Arizona like Forward would come over to the San Diego Tri-Weeklies and compete, and I would kind of be more involved in the scene, and I would never enter, actually. I would always go there to watch. And after that, I got involved with organizing esports events, the first one being Winter Game Fest, where I think in 2008, PP and Mango first played, ever. So that was very interesting. It was my first time organizing a large-scale esports event. About 3,000 people showed up. We had about 8 games there. Smash was one of the titles that was included. And from there on, that started my kind of esports career and kind of where I am now as an event organizer for Showdown.
Cool. And so being an old school person, if you had to name just one difference between then and now, between Golden Age and Platinum Age, what would it be?
Definitely the esports side of things. We still have a very grassroots type of feel when it comes to when you compare Smash to the other esport titles. The prize pools are smaller by nature, just because of less corporate backing, and but we still hold on to some of our grassroots nature. Take Apex this year, for example. Like, how did we move from the hotel to that convention center? It was all through the power of the community, right? Like the event organizers, yes, they had a hand in facilitating that kind of process, but it was by the power of all the players and all the people who were involved in the tournament, just collectively making that movement happen. And I feel like that kind of thing doesn't happen on a large scale. Like, kind of like take StarCraft, for example. It's like StarCraft Brood War. There was a power outage at one of the largest Korean tournaments, and like the spectators aren't going to do anything about it. They weren't going to change menus. It's just more like someone on the organization level needs to solve this problem, whereas the Smash players themselves solve their own problem. That's the main difference, I think. And it's just a matter of like where our roots came from, where our tournament started, in Ken's garage, and it just stemmed off from that, and I think we still hold on to that pride.
Yeah, well, hopefully we never lose it. Here's a question for you. I know you've been around for a while, but it's a trip being here at the Summit House with all the Smash royalty. Is there at any point this weekend have you felt starstruck?
Actually, not really. I've hung around some of these people quite a bit. Actually, okay, so to contradict myself a little bit, I actually have never traveled for a Smash tournament, like more than 2 hours. This is the first time I've actually flown out to what you could call a national tournament or international tournament, but this is the first time I've actually gotten on a plane and gone to a Smash event on my own accord. I've not been to Apex. I've not been to EVO. And I think those are the main ones that aren't on my coast. Well, EVO kind of, but you still have to get on a plane. But I think HTC Throwdown really set me up to be prepared for this, because we had through HTC's coordination, we had invited most of the top 16 players in the world, barring PPMD and Armada, who decided to drop from HTC Throwdown to go attend DreamHack. And by meeting them, they kind of know who I am, and I know who they are a little bit on the surface now. May not be as close as the relationships that some of the players here already share, but they were familiar with me. They knew who I was, and that I was very involved in the organization side of things. And it was just cool being here. Like, starstruck, no, but in kind of like an appreciation, yes.
Okay, so Engdrew, as someone who is invested and active in the development side of competitive Melee, what do you see as the number one? I want to phrase it just right. I want to say it's an obstacle, but let me rephrase it. Let me say, what do you see as the most important cause for us to put our attention toward to see Melee continue to grow? Where, if I'm watching at home and I want to put my energy, my time, maybe even my money towards a cause, what is it? What's the most important thing that we need to focus on to make sure Smash keeps growing?
This is one of the hardest questions. And it's precisely the reason why I have decided to apply to business school. Actually, I just finished all my business school apps, which is why I'm here. This is kind of like a treat for myself. But I'm kind of going to business school to explore those ideas. And to me personally, I think that Smash has a lot of great storylines, a lot of rivalries, a lot of how people got there, how they became players, and how they kind of sustain themselves or not sustain themselves. Like, it's a really difficult lifestyle. And overall, I think the place that we're at right now, Smash is not sustainable financially by any means. Like, and even the people who are quote unquote making money off of Smash organizations or event organization are kind of frowned upon, just because of the nature of where tournaments came from, just the grassroots politics, I guess you can say. But I think the biggest obstacle is we need to professionalize everything. Players need. I might even steal Talfikins' answer here, but basically like a league of sorts, something for players and spectators to latch onto, follow, and almost as if it would hit a culmination at a certain point, and all the storylines would just develop naturally. I think that's the direction that we need to go into. The money thing, I think, is also another big issue, because the lack of Nintendo support overall as a financial thing, we're comparing Smash in terms of viewership and prize pool, comparing it to something like League of Legends or Dota, which has the corporate backing of things like Riot Games and Valve and even Blizzard with Hearthstone and all their BlizzCon events, which is actually going on this weekend. Their prize pools are hitting 6-7 figures, some even 8. And Smash, well, this is the largest prize pool of any Smash event. Any Melee event. So, and we're at 33,000. So if we just, that's a stark difference, right? This is the biggest one, and this is quite an exclusive one. I think we need to, I think we need this a significant help from some sort of corporate backing. I don't know where it's going to come from or who it is. Maybe Beyond the Summit, now us being here at Beyond the Summit is kind of a first step towards reaching those corporate sponsors or backers.
Engdrew telling us we need not be afraid of money. All right, now you've got this real, I could read you a Smash bedtime story, talk show voice. So I'm going to ask you to play a game with me. I'm going to ask you to turn up one notch. We're going to calling it a speed run, all right? And you just go with your gut. Just tell me exactly what you think. Okay, I'm going to fire these questions at you. All right? Ready? Okay. First, mountains or ocean?
Ocean.
GG's or pop-off?
GG.
Frozen or Tangled?
Tangled.
What year was Melee released?
2001.
Who was your first main?
Link.
Who's the best Smasher of all time?
Armada.
Who's going to win this weekend?
Armada.
All right, nailed it. Great. Smash Summit, Engdrew, thanks for watching and thanks for the time.